Hello friends, I am Sundar Kumar KY. In this video, I am discussing the chapter vibration. Vibration in the sixth unit in the subject mechanics of machine. The first question is defined free vibration, forced vibration, and damped vibration. Number one, free vibration or natural vibration. It means that when no external force acts on the body after giving it an initial displacement, then the body is said to be free or natural vibration. The frequency of the free vibration is called free or natural frequency. Second one is forced vibration. When the body vibrates under the influence of external force, then the body is said to be under forced vibration. Number three, damped vibration. When there is a reduction in amplitude over every cycle of vibration, the motion is said to be damped vibration. This is because of certain amount of energy possessed by vibrating system is always dissipated in overcoming frictional resistances to the motion. Next, question number two. Identify the causes and effects of vibration. When elastic bodies such as springs, beam, shaft are displaced from the equilibrium position by the application of external forces and then released, then execute a vibratory motion. This is because of a reason that when a body is displaced, the internal the internal forces in the form of elastic or strain energy are present in a body at release. These forces bring the body to its original position. When the body reaches the equilibrium position, the whole of the elastic or strain energy is converted into kinetic energy, due to which the body continues to move in the opposite direction. The whole of the kinetic energy is again converted into strain energy, that is because of the body again returns to the equilibrium position. In this way, the vibratory motion is repeated indefinitely. Next question. Discuss briefly with a neat sketches the longitudinal transverse vibration, torsional vibration. The following are the three types of free vibrations are important from the subject point of view. Number one, longitudinal vibration. Second one, transverse vibration. And third one is the torsional vibration. Consider a weightless constraint, that is a spring or shaft, whose one end is fixed and the other end is carrying a heavy disc, as shown in the figure 1. This system may execute one of the three above mentioned types of vibration. That is, number one, longitudinal vibration, and the second one is transverse vibration. Third one is torsional vibration. First one is longitudinal vibration. When the particles of the shaft or disc moves parallel to the axis of the shaft, that is as shown in the figure A, then the vibration are known as longitudinal vibration. In this case, the shaft is elongated and shortens alternately, and thus the tensile or compressive stresses are induced alternately in the shaft. Second one is transverse vibration. When the particles of a shaft or disc move approximately perpendicular to the axis of the shaft, as shown in the figure B, then the vibrations are known as transverse vibration. In this case, the shaft is straight and bent alternately, and bending stresses are induced in the shaft. Third one, torsional vibration. When the particles of the shaft or disc move in a circle about the axis of the shaft, as shown in the figure C, then the vibration are known as torsional vibration. In this case, the shaft is twisted and untwisted alternately, and the torsional shear stresses are induced in the shaft. The next question is explain critical or whirling speed of the shaft. The speed at which the shaft runs so that the additional deflection of the shaft from the axis of rotation becomes infinite is known as critical or whirling speed of the shaft. Hence, the critical or whirling speed is same as the natural frequency of the transverse vibration, but its unit will be revolutions per second. Thank you दोस्तों.